have a voracious sweet tooth, but I want to eat healthy, so I've created this recipe for orange chocolate brownies that's raw, gluten-free, and dairy-free, and it tastes great too. I'm starting by making the brownie base, and for this I'm using my food processor. I have 1 cup of cashew pieces, these are raw, or you could do whole raw cashews, and 1 cup of raw walnuts. I'm going to grind these down to crumbs. There we go. Now I'm adding in 1/3 cup of raw cacao powder and 1/8 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Now the Himalayan salt is a great option instead of regular iodized salt because it doesn't have any bleach in it and it's full of minerals. It's also really going to pop the flavors of the other ingredients. I'm also adding in 2/3 cup of pitted packed medjool dates, and this is acting as the sweetener and the binder here in the brownies. So I've already pitted these. And 1/3 cup of raisins. Here you want to make sure that the dates and the raisins are completely ground down, which they are, just like this. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of water. There, that's going to help really hold it all together. See that brownie dough? You could actually roll this into balls and enjoy healthy chocolate power balls as well. I'm going to use my hands to pat this into the pan. Guilt-free brownies. Now I'm making the orange frosting. This is so rich and creamy and flavorful. I'm starting with 1/2 cup of fresh orange juice that I've squeezed myself. So you want to make sure that you squeeze it yourself. We don't want pasteurized juice here. 1/2 cup plus a tablespoon. 1.5 cups of cashew pieces or whole raw cashews. That's going to make it creamy. And 1/3 cup of pure maple syrup. I'm going to pop the top on and I'm going to blend this up until it's smooth and creamy. And now I'm adding in a tablespoon of orange zest. And for this I've used a microplane. So that's a tablespoon I'm adding in, along with 1/3 cup of melted coconut oil. All that healthy fat in there, it's actually going to help you burn fat. And 1.5 tablespoons of melted coconut butter. I'm going to blend it again. You want to make sure it's really smooth and creamy, just like that. Now I'm pouring the frosting over the brownies. Look at that. I'm spreading it all out evenly. I'm going to pop this into the freezer for 6 hours or into the fridge for about 8 hours until the frosting firms up. Here's some brownies that are all chilled up and ready for some garnishes. I have some chocolate sauce here that I've made by whisking a few tablespoons of maple syrup, cacao powder, and coconut oil together with a few teaspoons of water. And I'm going to drizzle this over the brownies, just like that. Now I'm going to sprinkle a few crushed cacao nibs on top, and I've simply crushed them in my coffee grinder. They add another special touch, I think. And a little wedge of orange on top. There you have it, guilt-free orange chocolate brownies. For more healthy recipes and information about my book, check out my website, sweetlyraw.com.